Yeah,
That's a
she's
whole
been.
TV show. I bet there are a few people on.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi, everybody.
All right, we are live.
Are we muting everyone? All right, we are going to mute everyone.
Rabbi, you're on mute.
I got that.
Yeah.
Shabbat shalom. Let's try that
Shabbat
again.
shalom.
It is wonderful to see so many faces today, to smile at people, to greet each other with Shabbat shalom, to bring Shabbat into our lives together as a community. And as we do so with song. So let us sing how good it is for all of us to be together. Hine Matov, which is on page 10.
One second. There we go. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, hine matov. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
We continue on page 12.
One second, everyone. Lechuneranina, 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 l'Adonai. Lechuneranina, 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 l'Adonai. Naria, naria, l'tzor yishenu, nekad mafanav v'toda. Naria, naria, l'tzor yishenu, bizmiro naria lo. Lechuneranina, 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 l'Adonai. Lechuneranina, 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 l'Adonai.
And we flip all the way back to page 344 for Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai. Let us all sing to God a new song in the song of each of our hearts.
Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai Chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash.
One of my favorite things of doing this on Zoom is that we get to see all of you singing. Even if we can't hear each other's voices, each of us gets to harmonize ourselves with the cantor, and each of us gets to see our community singing together, hearing the voices in our minds and in our memories, and knowing that we will have a time again when we can sing in person. And that will be a time of much light. And so let us celebrate the Shabbat light that brings us with our Shabbat candles. Page 2.
Let us make sure the cat does not catch on fire as well. Yes, good girl. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen.
And as we continue, we turn to page 20 for L'Chadodi, welcoming the Sabbath bride into our homes and into our hearts and into our collective sanctuary. Page 20, we rise on the final verse.
L'chadodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi likrat kala. Penei Shabbat nekavela, Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmianu el hamiyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shemo tiferet v'litila, l'chadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela, likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki himeko haberacha, merosh mikedem nisucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava tehila. L'chadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela, Hitoreri, kiva ore, kumi ori, Uri shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla, l'chadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekavela. גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
I share a prayer from outside of our prayer book, a prayer about mitzvah in time of pandemic by Rabbi Ariel Aderi. As Jews, our main connection with holiness is through acts of mitzvah. A mitzvah is a careful act we are commanded to do, or that we ourselves see as our duty to perform. Mitzvah comes from Sinai, from the words of prophets, from Israel's values and traditions, and also from our own conscience, from reason and from what knowledge and wisdom call us to do for our own good and for the common good. A mitzvah is that action that we do knowing it is the right thing to do without needing explanations. On these unusually challenging days, we are reminded of and we recommit to the mitzvah of saving even just one life, the mitzvah of taking care of our health and not unnecessarily risk it, the mitzvah of exercising our freedom responsibly, that my good and the common good are both cared for, the mitzvah of wearing a mask and keep social distancing, the mitzvah of seeing that we are all going through the same storm, the mitzvah of understanding that each family is weathering this storm in very different boats, and some even without a boat, the mitzvah of empathy above judgment, acknowledging both people's needs and fears, the validity of both our wants and our concerns, the mitzvah of making the material well-being of others be my own spiritual task, the mitzvah of resilience, of hope, and of solidarity. We do not perform a mitzvah to go up to a holy heaven. We do it to help bring heaven down to our earth. We engage in each mitzvah. We make our time and our place become a holy moment and a holy place. Together we say, Amen. And as we engage in the mitzvah of prayer, I invite you physically or spiritually to rise for the Baruch Hu, page 28.
Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Page 30. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, v'chochma poteach sha'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umsader et hakochavim, v'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uven layla, Adonai Tzvaot Shemo. El Chai v'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. We continue as we sing together from Ahavat Olam.
Day and night, show us the way, teaching us to number our days, when we rise and when we lie down. Ahavat Olam. Day and night show us the way, teaching us to number our days, when we rise and when we lie down. Ahavat Olam. Ki heim chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem neger yomam v'layla. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael amchavta, Torah u'mitzvot chokim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta. Join with me. Day and night show us the way, teaching us to number our days, when we rise and when we lie down. Ahavat Olam, Ahavat Olam.
The Shema is on page 34 and 35.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
You may be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברתם בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
On the top of page 39, standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe that what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. אלוקי הים לבני משה ומרים, זילי, זילי, ענו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פרענה את יעקב וגאלום יד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ושמור צאתנו בואנו. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ושמור צאתנו בואנו. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים. Amen.
We're on page 44.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
As we continue with the Amidah, starting on page 46, I invite you physically or spiritually to rise.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot B'imahot, U'mevi Geula Lifnei B'neihem, Liman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechayei hakol atah rav lehoshia. Morid hatah, mechalkel chaim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofei cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, Melech mimit umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atal hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
You may be seated. And let's read together on page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. And as we think of all the things we pray for, the one we pray for most of all is peace. Let us sing together Shalom Rav on page 60.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam.
And as we pray for shalom, for peace and wholeness in our world, we pray also for shalom, for a sense of wholeness and peace within each of us and within the life of everyone in the world who is suffering from illness. Whether an illness of the body, an illness of the mind, or an illness of the spirit, we pray that all who are sick find a refuah shlema, a healing of wholeness. We all pray for those suffering from COVID-19. We pray for the caregivers and medical professionals who are taking care of them. And we pray for so many who are struggling. If there's anyone in particular for whom you are praying on the Shabbat, I invite you to say the name out loud in your own space. If you'd like to share the name, you can type the name into the chat on YouTube or here on Zoom, or you can just hold the name in your heart as we all pray for the healing of all of them, for all of us, for all who are suffering in our world. Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, is on page 253.
Misha Berach Avoteinu Mikol HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mikol HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We turn from the words of our mouths to the meditations of our hearts as we each offer our own conversation to the divine in the universe and pray silently. tomorrow morning, as Haley Eng celebrates becoming bat mitzvah, and I saw looking around my screen for you, I see the Engs waving. She will chant beautifully from the Torah for us and lead us in services, and we are all so excited, and I hope you will all be able to join us for this wonderful, wonderful occasion. Today, Torah reading will be a little bit different than that, and I will be reading, and Rabbi Robinson from behind the scenes is going to share a screen that actually has the words of the Torah reading on it. In the meantime, let us say our blessing for Torah study. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, God, ruler of the universe, who makes us holy through sacred obligations and instructs us to keep ourselves busy engaging in words of Torah. There we go. So we have a double Torah portion. We're at the end of the book of Leviticus. We're reading Bahar Bechukotai, and the words I read have a very, very familiar line in them. Some of you, those of you, especially in this area of the country, are very familiar with the words that are on the Liberty Bell, which come from this week's Torah portion, about proclaim liberty throughout the land, and describes the Jubilee year, which is a year of freedom, and it's the descriptions of it where everyone returns to their own holdings and no one really plows their fields or does a lot of work that they would normally do. A lot of it feels very familiar right now, as we are in a time when we are separate from other years. And I'll explore that a little bit after the Torah reading. V'safarta lecha sheva Shabbatot shanim sheva shanim sheva pa'amim v'hayu lecha yemei sheva Shabbatot hashanim tesha v'arba'im shana v'ha'avarta shofar tru'a b'chodesh hashvi'i v'asor lechodesh v'yom ha'kippurim ta'aviru shofar b'chol artechem v'kidashtem et shnat ha'chamishim shana v'karatem dror ba'aretz l'chol yoshveha yovel hi tihiyeh lachem v'shavtem ish el achuzato v'ish el mishpachato tashuvu yovel hi shnat ha'chamishim shana tihiyeh lachem lo tizaru v'lo tikzaru et zvichecha v'lo tivtzaru et nizirecha ki yovel hi kodesh tihiyeh lachem min hasadeh tochlu et tivuata bishnat hayovel hazot tashuvu ish el achuzato. You shall count off 7 weeks of years, 7 times 7 years. So that period of 7 weeks of years gives you a total of 49 years. Then you shall sound the horn loud. In the 7th month, on the 10th day of the month, the day of atonement, you shall have the horn sounded throughout your land. And you shall hallow the 50th year. Proclaim liberty throughout the land for all its inhabitants. It shall be a jubilee for you. Each of you shall return to their holding, and each of you shall return to their family. That 50th year shall be a jubilee for you. You shall not sow, neither shall you reap the aftergrowth or harvest the untrimmed vines, for it is a jubilee. It shall be holy to you. You may only eat the growth direct from the field. In this year of jubilee, each of you shall return to their holding. Thank you. And as we explore that a little bit more.
Those are very familiar, Rabbi, those are very familiar words to me.
Yes, I believe that you read them at your bat mitzvah.
On May 15th.
On May, that's right, I forgot you said it was May 15th. Yes, this was Cantor's Torah portion at her bat mitzvah a year or a lot of years ago. And that's a cool thing. And
sorry.
It's good. No, I actually meant to say that, and thank you. And actually, while we're offering good tidings and anniversary of B'nai Mitzvah, want to offer Connie Kreschtool a happy birthday. We'll not say what number, but I hope you have a wonderful year, a blessed year, and that you continue to bring so many wonderful blessings to so many people. And Mazel Tov to Haley Eng and her family in advance of tomorrow, when I know you will shine and really bring us Torah in a powerful way. When all this began 1,000 years ago in March, we were just finishing the book of Exodus. And on this Shabbat, we finished the book of Leviticus. How strange to come through an entire book of the Torah in this time of sheltering in place. And reading through the Parshiot in a book for which much of it has seemed so much more relevant this year than in others. Thoughts of making sacrifices, of washing our hands, of separating because of illness. All of this was much easier to consider this year. And now, as we prepare to enter the book of Numbers next week, Bamidbar, in the wilderness, the idea of being in the wilderness is just as palpable. And as we said on the first Shabbat of sheltering in place, when all of this was new, we say again tonight, Chazak, Chazak, v'nit chazek. Be strong, and we will strengthen each other. In our eternal cycle of reading the Torah, each year we move through the sacred story of our people, ending one part and beginning the next, from Joseph in Egypt to the Exodus from Egypt, from the building of the tabernacle to the rules about the sacrifices that would be brought there, from the rules of the Israelites to the desert, from the rules of the Israelites to the desert they'd wander through, from the exceptions to rules to Moses' final words of wisdom to the people, from Moses' death as the people arrived at the promised land to the beginning of creation. Over and over, we read these tales, ponder these texts as we go through the cycles of our own life, both remembering another time we arrived at this point in the story and reading each piece differently than we did the day before, the year before, because we're different now. And this year, everything is different, including how we hear Torah, even more so than in most years. And each time, 5 times a year, we recite these same words, Chazak, Chazak, v'nit chazek. Be strong, let us strengthen each other. Perhaps these words are there to remind us that we can draw strength from these stories, whether through the comfort we derive from their familiarity, or through the inspiration of gleaning something new from our reading, or even through the struggle in which we sometimes find ourselves as we wrestle with the text. We can become stronger from it. It can teach us, help us to become better maybe, remind us of many of the struggles we face are similar to those faced by our ancestors thousands of years ago and throughout all of those years. Even if it doesn't give us the answers, sometimes it helps us formulate the questions or inspires us to consider new ways of approaching our own lives. This is just as true this year as it is in other years, maybe even more so. These words call us to engage with Torah, busy ourselves with its words, as the prayer for Torah study suggests, to not just skim over the text, but to make out of Torah a process. When we are in the synagogue, when we put the Torah scroll back in the ark, we sing, Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it. Now, what's interesting here is that the word for hold fast is the same root as the word for strength, chazak. It is by holding on to the Torah, however heavy it sometimes feels, that we draw strength for our lives. So that when we grasp the lessons of Torah, or we grasp the physical Torah, we grasp the strength that Torah might offer. But what's even more interesting, at least to a grammar geek like me, is that the structure of the word lamachazikim, machazik, suggests the causation of strength. Machazikim are those who cause strength. And thus we may exist in symbiosis with Torah itself. We give strength to the Torah, to our tradition, by learning it and living it, by turning it and turning it over and over to find what is in it, by arguing with it and trying to derive its lessons, and by teaching it to others, by making it our own and defining it, describing it in terms that are uniquely ours. When we engage in that way, we continue the ongoing process of revelation. We keep alive the recycling of Torah. We bring strength to it. And at the same time, Torah gives us strength by giving us the opportunity to engage with it. That same process of learning and living and struggling and teaching and being, it brings strength to us as individuals, as well as to us as a community. For Torah cannot fully exist in isolation, even when we are physically isolated. Going back to lamachazikim, this word is plural. While we each engage with Torah as individuals, we draw its greatest strength by engaging together, sharing the words, the insights, talking about our own process as we hear that of another, creating new Torah of our own engagement with each other. And as we say, chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek, we acknowledge this idea. Chazak, you, be strong. Chazak, I will be strong. V'nit chazek, we will strengthen each other. Together as a community of Torah graspers, we will draw strength even as we offer it. We will make ourselves strong, we will make each other strong, and we will derive the greatest strength by engaging together, even when physically separated. And there's one more connection to this word chazak from the Torah text that I read. V'shavtem ish el achuzato. Each of you shall return to their holding. It's repeated twice, so the text gives us this emphasis on achuzato, one's holding. The thing that we grasp onto, which we return to in the Jubilee year. When the land lies fallow and there's no reaping or harvesting, the description of the Jubilee year is evocative to our own current time in many ways. But I think this idea of one's holding, connected to one's strength, is key. Because when we return to and grasp what gives us strength, we are able to see why the Jubilee year is declared to be holy. It is through grasping on to those glimpses of holiness that we see, those moments of connection beyond the walls of our homes, that we become stronger. Perhaps Torah, in all of its meanings, can be part of that strength. Especially when we are able to do this together, Torah seems to have a way of making opportunities for connection. For it is a tree of life and a tree of living. And like a tree, we draw strength and comfort and nourishment from it, especially at times when we need it most. And like a tree, we tend it and care for it and nourish it and make it strong. And together, we can watch it grow as we grow. And then the forest in which it stands can truly thrive. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will. Ken Yehi Ratzenu, may this be our will.
Ken Yehi Ratzon.
And as we turn to all kinds of ritual that tradition offers us, we have the counting of the Omer, a tradition for which we generally stand. So I invite you to rise in where you are. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. Blessed are you, eternal our God, sovereign of the universe, who has made us holy with sacred obligations and instructed us about counting the Omer. Hayom shiv'a u'shloshim yom shehem chamisha shvuot u'shnei yamim la'omer. Today is 37 days. That is 5 weeks and 2 days of the Omer. I think I did that math correctly. And today's values are Gevurah Shebiyasod, might within foundation. And we remain standing as we turn to Aleinu on page 282.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא עשמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. A meditation on the Mourner's Kaddish on page 290. It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch. A fearful thing to love, hope, dream, to be and oh to lose. A thing for fools this and a holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me, your laugh once lifted me, your word was gift to me. To remember this brings a painful joy. 'Tis a human thing, love, a holy thing, to love what death has touched. I invite all those who are in a period of mourning having lost someone in the period of Shiva, the past 7 days or the past 30 days, I invite you to rise. If you're remembering someone who died within the past year, I invite you to rise. If you are remembering the yahrzeit, the anniversary of a loved one, I invite you to rise. And I invite all for whom it is your custom to rise as we recite as a community the Mourner's Kaddish on page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach yirteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, v'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shmei dekudsha brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, Amiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. And on this Shabbat, as a community, we remember Lillian Fleischer, Flora Fishgold, Marge Maroff, Seymour Jacob Gould, Morris Altman, Herman Bernhardt, Margaret Cohn, Lori Groper, Phyllis Groper, Albert Heisler, Irving Hockhauser, Abraham Hoffman, Joseph Jacobs, Charles Krinsky, Irving Kirsch, Bruce Lipstein, Claire Michaelman, Hermine Miller, Sandra Faith Schenk, Sigmund Shore, Edna Topkis, Edward Weinberg, Howard Weiss, and Fred Weiss. In the chat, we remember Thera Detweiler and Elizabeth Jane Brown. If there's anyone else for whom you are saying Kaddish, I invite you to share the name. And may they all be remembered for blessing Zichronam Livracha. Tomorrow morning, please join us for Torah study at 9:30. The Zoom link is in your semi-weekly email, as well as for our bat mitzvah at 11, as we celebrate Shabbat services with Haley and her family and celebrate this wonderful, wonderful occasion of her entering this wonderful new stage of her Jewish life and her Jewish development. Really can't wait to celebrate with you tomorrow and see, be led by you, be taught by you. It's going to be a wonderful time. I encourage everyone to be there. Our closing song this evening is on page 343, Oseh Shalom. Because again, peace is something we all sorely need always. So let us pray some more for peace.
Oseh Shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen.
Thank you to Cantor Flynn and Rabbi Robinson for being wonderful partners in creating this worship experience this evening. Rabbi Robinson was behind the scenes. We alternate who's leading and who's doing the behind the scenes work, which is really an essential part of making this service work. And thank you to Cantor Flynn for leading music so beautifully. And thank you to all of you who have been here to join with us together on this Shabbat. I offer you all a warm wish of Shabbat Shalom. May this Shabbat bring the peace that you seek and the joy and the light that Shabbat can bring. May it be there for each of us on this Shabbat.